Yo, what's up, YouTube? Edwin the Comic Jabroni coming at you. Today was New Comic Book Day, and this right here is my Marvel and DC New Comic Book Day pickups and reviews. So stay tuned, and we're going to be getting into the books. Alright guys, welcome back. New Comic Book Day, pickups and review from your boy, the Comic Jabroni. Guys, this week was a pretty light week when it came to DC and Marvel. And as you could tell from last week, I'm starting to split up my videos. I got DC and Marvel coming out on Thursdays, and then I got my independent books, which I'm picking up more indies, coming out on Fridays. And I did say this week I was going to pick the winner from the giveaway. So stay tuned for tomorrow's episode of New Comic Book Day Pickups and Reviews, because that's when I'm dropping the winner. Alright? As always, I'll have the timestamps down below on when I'm talking about DC, when I'm talking about Marvel. And also, if you haven't checked it out, hit this link right here to check out my 700 subscriber giveaway contest entry video for John's Comics with Kids, going over 7 of my buddies here on YouTube and 7 items that I would give them from Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. It's a fun take on it, cool theme on it. Go check it out, let me know what you think. But let's get into the pickups. Alright guys, we're gonna start it off with Marvel, and I only picked up 2 books from Marvel this week. It was a really light week. There was not a lot that I wanted from them, but one book that I knew I wanted to pick up because I really enjoyed issue number 1, that's gonna be Jane Foster Valkyrie issue number 2. This is such a sweet book. You got Bullseye on that cover, man. You got Jane Foster Valkyrie just standing there in the front like, who the hell does this guy think he is trying to fight me? Oh, I hope you guys like the change in scenery. This week I felt like showing you a little bit of my NES collection, just a small bit. But let's get into the book. Guys, if you read that first issue, you know Bullseye is the baddie now. He has the sword of Brunhild, who was the last Valkyrie, right? And now Jane Foster is the last Valkyrie. She kind of lost the sword. Bullseye picked it up, and at the very end of that issue, he stabs Heimdall with it, right? The All-Seer, the god who can see everything. This issue picks up right where that one left off. Jane Foster, she's having to fight Bullseye, but he has this super magical enchanted weapon that he can pretty much do anything with. He has command over it like Thor has over Mjolnir. So he throws it and she's trying to go and grab it, but he's like, no, it likes me more than it likes you. Super cool. It's just a 2-part little series, right, to start this off. This issue right here finishes off this whole Bullseye story. But it is cool, super action-packed. She again uses that power that she has to see death above people's heads. And the bigger this orb gets, the closer to death they are. And she kind of uses it to her advantage. Guys, Jane Foster Valkyrie, this series is really good. Let me know if you've been picking it up, or did you pick up issue 1 and 2? Next up on the list, Powers of 10, issue number 3. I was able to grab the A cover. I was also able to pick up the secret variant. Not so secret because on Buyer Pass I saw a whole ton of people knew about it. But I did see today that some people weren't able to go out there and get it. And when I went to my local comic shop, they actually only had the one issue for me, this one. And they only had like 2 or 3 of the secret variants for subscribers. There were none on the wall. The only things they had on the wall were like the B, the C, and the D, and the E, F, G, H, all the way up to Z covers. They didn't have the A cover, and they also actually didn't have the connecting covers, which is a really nice cover this week. But anyways, about the book, guys, listen. Hickman is knocking it out of the park with House of X and Powers of 10. Last week, I was a little befuddled, bewildered. What the hell is going on? Why are they doing Powers of 10 1 week after they had just dropped number 2? And it all makes sense, right? This story goes into the year 100 story. Like I was telling you last week, Powers of 10 is looking at this storyline from 4 different points, right? at year 0 or year 1, at year 10, 100, and 1,000. Well, this issue right here takes you into that year 100 and expands on what is going on. Let me see, do you like the secret variant? I like the secret variant, guys. So it expands on it, and there is a mission that the mutants in this timeline are going on. And you have Apocalypse in there, you have Logan, you got Rasputin right there, and then you got this Nightcrawler. I cannot remember his name to save my life right now. They're on this mission to get this crystal from Nimrod, and this crystal in it has how Nimrod came to be. Now, there is a crazy ending, and it has to do with Moira McTaggart and one of her lives, because you know this chick has like 9, 10, 11 lives like a cat. She keeps coming back to life. So this crystal, they're able to get it, but what do they do with it, guys? And it's in this issue, guys. Powers of 10 has been amazing. The artwork inside is incredible, and I cannot wait to finish this series. Next week is House of X number 3, and then the week after that is number 4. So they're kind of doing a back-to-back on Powers of 10, then a back-to-back on House of X. I am so into this series, guys. It's brought me back. It's brought me back. Into X-Men. What about you guys? Were you able to pick up any of the secret variants? I know it was kind of a hard book to find, but they were out there for people. So that's it for Marvel, guys. That was it. 2 books. Let's get into DC. All right, first book up from DC. You absolutely knew I had to grab this. Batman issue 232, the facsimile edition. Marvel's been doing it for a few months now, right? They had the New Mutants 98, they had X-Men number 1 come out, they had Hulk 181 facsimile, and it is a true reprint of the original, right? It's not like the True Believers that says True Believers up top. They kind of changed the wording. No, these are absolutely, and this is DC's version. This is the first book that they brought out like this, the facsimile. This is a true reprint. It has everything inside, cover to cover, that was in the original book. The only difference is the barcode, right? So don't go out there, go on eBay, and somebody's trying to sell you one of these facsimile as the original, because I've seen that on eBay, man. These guys will get you. So this, if you didn't know, is the first appearance of Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, however you want to say it however you want, but you know the guy, one of the big time baddies in the Batman universe. This book, the original, in a high grade, is like $1,000 books, guys, and I myself don't have it in my collection, so I wanted to own something. So I picked up 2 copies. I think it's just that great of a book, guys. I hope you're able to get your hands on it. I know my comic shop, they only had maybe like 3 or 4, and they were all gone, man. I picked up my 2. There were 2 left. When I went back to the wall, they were all gone. People are on these facsimiles, guys. We're able to get one. Next up, DC. Next on the list, Teen Titans number 33. This is the B cover right here with Crush right on the front. That's Lobo's daughter. If you did not know, this has been such an amazing story. We know in the last 2 issues, the Teen Titans were getting their butts whipped by Lobo, but they were able to come out on top because the Djinn, she stuck her weird little genie fingers in his brain and kind of scrambled his brains around. Well, you find out more about what she's been doing with the other villains, right? Because if you've been reading Titans, you know, and I'm telling you right now, that Robin had a super secret prison in the bottom of their like headquarters that nobody knew about except for him and the Red Arrow. So you come to find out in this that yes, they've escaped, but they haven't really escaped. I'm gonna give you a spoiler. The Djinn has been scrambling all these villains' brains and sending them out into the world as just regular folk. So she's kind of mind wiped them, right? Like the from Men in Black, and sent them out to be regular people. They don't even know that they're villains. You do at the very beginning of this book get more conversation between Lex Luthor and Lobo, and how Lex Luthor is trying to get Lobo on his team, And what do they have planned for Crush, guys? Dude, Teen Titans, I mean, I put Perry Comics onto it. This has been a great series. I can't wait to read more. Damian Wayne is the best Robin. Hands down. Alright guys, it was a light week for Marvel, and it was a light week for DC. There just wasn't that much out there that I wanted to get, but I knew I had to get this. I told people on Buyer Pass that I'm going to give this book one more chance. This was the one more chance, and that's going to be Batman 77. I picked up the A cover, and I picked up the B cover. This is the Clayton Crane cover. That is a super sweet Batman cover. This book right here has gone nuclear. I don't know about nuclear, but I mean it's going for like $20 on eBay, and it's because of something that happens in this book. There is a death of a major player in the Batman universe, and I don't want to tell you who it is. Most of you are already going to know because it's been spoiled on Instagram and spoiled on Twitter and just spoiled everywhere. But Tom King pulled me back in on 75. He kind of pooped the bed on 76, but he got me back with 77, guys. I like this. You know why? Because there's a ton of Damian Wayne in there, right? Damian is back in Gotham. He's trying to get to Wayne Manor, but he gets stopped by Gotham Girl, and he takes out Gotham Girl, and he takes her out with a Harry Houdini magic trick, or Harry Potter with his Zorro type of moves. But he gets to finally meet up with his grandfather, right? That's Thomas Wayne from the Flashpoint. And he tells him, "You're not Batman. You're nothing to me." And he punches him in the face. Pow! Right in the kisser. But they're able to take him, right? And by they, I mean Thomas Wayne and Bane. And they take him back to Wayne Manor. And you hear a conversation going on in the background while Robin's he's all woozy, still trying to get up from the beating he just took. And then he sees something. And you as the reader see it as well. And it's like snap. What the hell? There's no way they killed this guy off. It is a huge major character in Batman universe, guys. I hope you were able to get out there and go find him, because I'll tell you what, man, it was kind of a hard book to come by. Once people knew what was inside of this book, they went out and bought them all up. Thankfully, I was able to get the A and the B cover, but I hope you were able to get your hands on it, guys. Batman 77, here we go. It was good enough to get me to buy issue 78. In this story, you also get more of Catwoman and Batman, which I wasn't a fan of in 76, but this one didn't just jam it down your throat. They're still in Paris. Catwoman is taking care of Batman and Bruce Wayne and trying to bring him back to back to life, really, because he had gotten his butt whipped, and then he has finally woken up. He's getting healed up, and he said, "I'm going back to Gotham, taking my city back." Batman 77, good enough to get me to buy issue 78 in 2 weeks. So guys, that's it, man. DC, Marvel, not many books, but I will tell you something. Tomorrow's New Comic Book Day review video, it's going to be a big one, because Indies, guys, I got like 9 or 10 books from the Indies, and those stories were amazing. I hope you like the new background. I'm going to change it up every once in a while. This is one corner of the room, and the corner you usually see me in is in the other corner of the room. This is my NES side. Got my old school TV right here where I like to play some NES old school retro games on. So, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, think about hitting that subscribe button, guys. I'm dropping videos all the time. If you're into comic books, if you're into retro games, and if you're into toys, all this stuff that we're super nostalgic about, check out my other videos, guys. I'm dropping videos all the time. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow for indie books, but I hope you enjoyed this DC and Marvel. Comment down below, what did you pick up? Hit that like button, and until next time, guys, I'm Edwin the Comic Jabroni. Peace.